once again, past the umpire now, right arm again, and it is up in the air, and this should be caught here by the man at mid-off, Louis Kimber, and it is! And Leicestershire have their first wicket of the evening, with Robinson going for a duck on just the second ball of the innings. What a start for the Foxes.
It's been nice to see the Steelbacks suffer in the same way.
Well, it's interesting, Foxes were 0 for 1 in that game. They were also the left arm batsman Willie, who pulls it nicely to a man on the boundary, but it's dropped, and in fact dropped over the boundary for a 6.
Alongside the meet there, Hull is in past umpire Ashraf and bowls. Willie drives like a pistol shot square through the offside. Beautiful shot.
In right arm over towards Willie, and he finds the boundary down towards the man at sort of between deep extra cover and that's the problem as Van Beek comes in once again. This one is pulled to the leg side, and it is a big one over the boundary. No attempt.
Josh Hull at the Bennett end. In he comes and bowls right arm over to Bopara, who just steers it. It's under his belt.
In he comes once again to Willie, and again as Josh Hall comes in once again to Willie, who this time it's gone up in the air and it's been caught. Brilliant diving catch.
Made 27. Wood is in, a little bit short outside off stump. Chopped away by Bopara on the Bennett end. He bowls to Ravi Bopara. Very slow ball that just tickled by Bopara around the corner, and that'll be for it. Won't be. Round the wicket, bowls, saves Zabe, sweeps hard out to the deep square boundary for 4.
As Scriven comes in once again, still over the wicket, and it's back towards the man on the boundary, and once again it was pulled back towards the man. Once again, this time it's cut again into the fine area just behind square, and again
moves on to 20. Kimber in to Bopara, who swings high over mid wicket, and boy has he got all of that one.
Josh Thomas in from the pavilion end once again. This one is pulled nicely onto the leg side, and it's as Thomas comes in once again, 4th ball of the over. This one is in the air, but there is as Josh Thomas comes in once again. This one again is in the air, and that is going to go all the way over anyone that might have been at long off, and
posted a deep extra cover as Wood is in, bowls, and that is hit straight to Masood at mid-off by Saif Zabe, and Masood made no mistake, nor should he have done. It was absolutely straight to him. Nice knock from Saif Zabe. Some lovely shots hitting it.
Thomas in once again around the wicket. This time he's bowled him. Went for the sweep. As Thomas comes in, final ball of the over. Again, it's cut square, and that one.
He watches as Van Beek is in bowls. Bartlett is bowled. Stepped to Bopara on 49. Singles all round the ground. He drives at that one, gets a thick outside edge, and that is going to run down to find third man for a single in the end. He did get there, third man. He's just down below us in front of the
leg comes around the wicket once again, and this one is high into the air. It's pulled, and it's towards Louis Kimber. Is he going to take it? Yes, he is.
They are effective. Hull is in. Bowls driven in the air. Did Ahmed get his hands underneath it? Bowls again to Proctor, who waits for the short ball and guides it beautifully.
Right arm over, and this one is pulled nicely just behind square. On shadows getting longer on this Thursday evening as Van Beek comes in, bounces this one. It's misfielded of the over to Proctor. This one clips around once again onto the leg side between.
Hull is in. Sanderson swings, misses, and he's going to be run out. No, the throw hits Sanderson, and as a consequence he picks up a bye. Cox stands well.
Facing up for the first time, he comes past the umpire, does Sanderson, and Budinger drives it nicely past the man at mid-off, and he chases, but to no avail, and it crosses the boundary. Budinger with his first.
Broad has gone in at slip as Willie bowls in the air, but lofted over point to the point boundary by Budinger. Clever shot. Willie's got his hands on his hips, can't quite believe he got it as far and as high as Willie into him again. He is off driving and he's got all of that. I think that went the whole distance. Umpire Ashraf raises 2 hands just outriders. Willie is in and he's on driven for 4. Lovely shot from Sol Budinger. Classic on drive, really.
Calm things down a little bit in this over as he pulls that one onto the leg side and it comfortably goes for a 6 in between the 2 fielders out there. It was up high, Budinger able to reach, get his bat onto it and find their voice. Sanderson into Budinger, who goes big again in towards cow corner. It is over the rope and it is another 6 consecutive 6s for Sol Budinger.
That's a generational reference. Both short and nicely played by Masood. He's guided it really.
Proctor comes in once again. This one is pulled nicely by Sham Masood. In once again to Masood. This one straight back over his head and once again it's
Upton still ground at the moment. Scrimshaw is in. Slow ball lifted over extra cover nicely, cleverly by Masood, and it is going to perhaps the finish is over. Is in and bowls. It isn't going to be finished. Oh, it's a call for a catch behind is given. Well, that is an absolute strangle down the leg side. I think
where the Steelbacks were at this stage. They were 59 for 2.
in goes Scrimshaw and bowls chopped, and that one did come off the top edge, bounces once, and who is in. Moving around in the crease is Budinger, who's going to be caught at wide-ish mid-on. He moved back, he moved forward. Scrimshaw bowled. It was a full toss in the end. Budinger got it off the bottom of the bat and it was taken by Willie at wide-ish. Sent both Masood and Budinger back to the pavilion.
Once again, Richard, we're talking about a decent innings. Pope, blonde hair over the wicket once again cut by Rehan Ahmed. This one though, first ball of his innings. The spinner, he goes for the reverse sweep and it's nice past the fielder, waiting to face up. And again he goes big, back over the bowler's head and back straight over the head of the man at long off, who dives over the boundary but can't get anything on it. And Louis Kimber, I suppose technically it is, isn't it, Richard, as Pope comes in once again. Ahmed goes big, this time on the leg side, and once again gets the maximum. Rehan Ahmed, pretty much a mirror image of the 6 he hit just a couple of balls ago, and that is nice work from Ahmed.
Well, it's not save Zabe, it's George Scrimshaw who's ball straight away, charges in, bowls 2. Kimber bowled him, that's why he put him back on. He raises his finger, Kimber went for the big hit, thumped into the top of off and middle.
It's fascinating though, isn't it, because actually, what was it, his second over when he had a couple of wides and a no ball. You saw
Scrimshaw bowls. Ahmed is driving and edging over first.
Thing to look at as Willie comes in and it's looped over his head by Ben Cox, and that goes all the way for a 6. That is a lovely inventive shot by Cox and he gets his first boundary of the evening.
Zabe bowls, short, dragged down, cut in the air by Zabe in, bowls to him, he off drives him for 6 into the black side screen. Used his feet nicely, connected nicely. Came into it on 173, averaging 35. Cox goes for the slog sweep and connects.
In once again past the umpire. This one is flicked up in the air by Cox. Is going to be caught on the boundary. No! It is in fact dropped over the boundary. The fielder at long on did have a jump up, connected with the ball, but wasn't able to fully get his hands around it. And that
athletic run, bowls, and that one is nicely lifted by Ahmed over Pope, down to the fine leg boundary to spare. Ben Sanderson is into Rehan Ahmed, who lifts him straight over mid off for a 3-4 bounce for. That is his 50, and that is the win for the Leicestershire Foxes. They have won this game in the end quite easily by 6 wickets.